What is your definition of fun? This is something that's great to talk to your athletes about. Some people think fun is, video games, hanging out with buddies, and that's true. But the kids who make it in wrestling, they like the process of wrestling. They don't just like daydreaming about being great. They like to push themselves. Some people like to kind of feel the pain in the weight room or on the track or in the wrestling room. And it's important that your kids, they like to hurt themselves, you could even say. What I mean is this: if a bunch of kids can run 8-minute mile, 10 years later, some of them may still be running an 8-minute mile. Probably many will be running a 12-minute mile. They've gotten worse. But the kids who push themselves pretty soon can run a 7, then a 6:45, then they push, and they're inflicting pain on themselves. They're pushing themselves, and they enjoy it. They kind of get a rush out of feeling themselves hurt. That's their definition of fun, you could even say. Who knows, maybe one day, 2 years down the road, those kids can be running a mile in under 4 minutes. They started at 8 minutes. They're among the elite wrestlers that you're going to have, probably elite in all walks of their life. So it might be a good thing to discuss with your athletes about what their definition of fun is, and point this out, because unless you go through the pain, you're never going to be able to run a 5-minute mile. You're never going to be able to bench press 300 pounds or squat 500 pounds, any of these things. So you have to learn to enjoy that. And maybe there's kids who would like to push themselves. They would like to, enjoy that definition of fun or change their definition of fun. But it never clicked because no one taught them. Some kids do it naturally. A lot of them don't. Some never will. They got to figure it out on their own, or maybe they're just going to be one of the average people, and that's great too, if that's how they want to do things. But it's very important that just point these things out to these kids and athletes, because it's going to make a great big impact on that 30% in the middle, let's say, because that's how you're going to build your program, is by swaying those kids across the aisle. And that can make or break your program.